Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at NECA's Spirit of Splinter Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the live-action movie figure, which was part of their Loot Crate Special Edition limited time crowd-funded thingamajigger. And it is Splinter from the scene in the movie where they're roasting some mallows and he pulls a forced mind trick Jedi spirit ghost thing and talks to them, which is actually a super awesome scene and a really good example of how good that movie was. Anyway, this is the figure of that. Some people love it, some people have some gripes, and we're going to talk about all of that. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. Okay, so I'm not going to go through this as like a regular review because it is just the exact same figure as the Splinter we received not that long ago in the individual pack from GameStop, or the 4-pack? It was a 4-pack, right? Yes, from one of the Comic-Cons, I guess it was San Diego. So it's the exact same figure, just he looks sparkly now, and that's okay. So the main complaint people have, and we're going to go ahead and talk about it, is he's very blue there. And a lot of, like, all of the artwork, images, not artwork, show him as being very blue, and the final product is more of like a shiny fish scale looking rainbowy greenish color, and the figure itself is a lot more brown and white than blue. And well, that's a valid argument. I mean, if you think you're getting this and you get this, that's definitely a valid complaint. However, the fire does do a little bit to fix that. I'll show you that in a minute. And also, I'm not like, I like this looks cool, and it's definitely a problem that it's not the same thing, though that some variance is expected, but that's very different. I'm kind of thinking this is more accurate. I'll have to see if I can find an image, but it's been a while since I've seen the movie, but that seems like it might look better, actually, relative to the movie. I don't know, so that definitely could be a big knock, maybe not so much, I'll have to see. But making translucent fabric like this is not something that's easy to do, and they did a really solid job with it. The coloring definitely could be an issue, like I said, but as far as trying to capture that look with cloth, I think they did a pretty good job, and maybe that's just as close as they could get it, and that's fine. Personally, it doesn't bother me. I definitely could understand why that might bother some of you. It does have all of the same articulation as before. It's the exact same figure other than the color, so not going to go over that. But I do want to talk about this accessory, which is the campfire, which looks absolutely fantastic. It looks really, really good, and you're probably thinking there's nothing really to look at. It looks pretty bland, and you're right. When it's like this, it's pretty bland, but they did do a good job with the sculpt and whatnot. But here's the thing that makes me just super duper happy. It lights up, and you probably can't tell right now that it's lit up. Well, maybe you can a little bit. I'll turn off the lights in a second. But the really cool thing about this is that the LED flickers like it's an actual fire, and it's actually very, very blue. Let me go ahead and kill some lights so you can see what it looks like. And I knew that this was going to be like a light up feature. I mean, that's what it was advertised as, but I didn't expect it to work as well as it does. And I have to leave some lights on or you're not really going to be able to see much, but it does work really well. It flickers nicely, and the cool thing is you can stick his feet in underneath a couple of these sticks in the fire, and he'll just kind of stand there, no problem. When the lights aren't on, it does make him glow a little bit, and it looks pretty good. Honestly, it looks pretty solid. Yeah, I mean, you could technically make it brighter, I guess, but it'd probably end up looking weird, so I don't know. I mean, it's not like it's a very easy thing to recreate a ghost of somebody above a flickering fire and make it out of plastic and cloth. So I think what NECA has provided here is more than acceptable. Really, my only gripe is if it is supposed to be more blue to match the actual images on the packaging, that would be a problem. But the fire turned out very nice. I love the flickering effect. This looks pretty good. It is all translucent plastic with some brown paint on there and some white paint and some blue paint and some fancy clothing. And then we also have a couple of accessories, which are a stick with some mallows, which look very nice. It's nicely done. And we also get a baggie of some mallows. Not for consumption, don't eat them. So yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty cool piece. I don't know, like I said, how much that's accurate or not. I'll have to try to find an image. I didn't realize it was that far off, but I'll try to find an image and post it. But even still, it looks pretty good on the shelf. So if it's still available, I'm not sure how that's working. I know it was still available post the original like sale thingy for a while, but I don't know if it still is or not. But if it is, and you're into this sort of thing, I'm gonna say it's worth getting. I mean, it's kind of an iconic thing, and they did a pretty darn good job. I think it looks pretty cool. So his elbows do tend to poke through the cloth, but you can just move the cloth and it's okay. Yeah, it's definitely solid. Maybe not perfect, but I think it's more than acceptable for what it is. So there you go, guys. I'm not going to give it proper ratings or anything because it's just a reissue with a little campfire. But there you go. That should be enough information for you to decide if I can speak English and if you want to buy the figure. So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you probably should, because I have new videos out just about every single day. Normally, sometimes I disappear for weeks at a time, but normally every single day, and thousands of videos for those times I do disappear. So make sure you come back for all of that, and in the meantime, keep collecting.